Alrighty. So 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? We are back at it again, going round for round, both blow for blow for the Undead Kingdom. We had a spicy session last time. To recap it off, you all emerged from the under sewer area of the palace, the secret way that old Pre-Rose had a little bit of familiarity with to sneak past a large amount of guards that were on vigilant duty outside that didn't look like they were favorable individuals. You all come out of the sewer and you all enter what looks to be a bathroom area in this palace. Individual is relieving themselves, who's part of the soldiers. You all dispose of him in a minimal way as possible and begin to go through the palace in hopes of finding Saru, who has believed to have been escorted aggressively by Axamon for purposes unknown. They were not at the safe house, so we are under the presumption that they are here at this palace. You all continue through a handful of rooms, manage to find some interesting set pieces in this palace. One room in particular having unusual pillars that seem to have represented a pledge of some sort for each of the necromancers who pledged to serve for the kingdom, with some unusual seal on the floor that was shut to contain something within. Zagran calls his inner strength and tries to open the seal. He manages to just open it up a few inches, enough to kind of get a glimpse inside this dark under area, and you all hear some type of large beast snoring. A couple of y'all try to assist with the strength and see if y'all can just brute strength the seal open, but the heaviness of the structure starts to gradually close back on you all, and you all decide to slowly allow it to close instead of just aggressively making any loud noise. You all continue to investigate. You find a couple more soldiers just kind of doing perimeter guarding in the palace. You see what looks to be some type of religious room or some type of prayer room where an eroded statue stands in the middle with odd indentions on the finger, eye, ear, hand. You all put it together that maybe a couple statues or a couple gems that you all have taken off of the necromancers you killed might be what go there. You put a couple of them in there, and you notice that the statue glows. There's some type of energy that emits from the anatomy that starts to all materialize to the back, almost as if it's connecting some type of magical artery of some sort. And before you all got there was a library that Burton found some books on sorcery. Pre-Rose found some book on culinary. You notice that with what you have available, it's just a couple pieces of the puzzle. Doesn't reveal something entirely big picture wise. So you all decide to separate from that room, and you all find a bedroom. Looks to be a bedroom for maybe a child, maybe a young girl. You investigate some of the belongings and notice that this room belongs to somebody by the name of Camarillo. After reading a diary and examining a smaller guitar, it's put to it's put two and two together that Axmon had a daughter. And in this investigation, you all continue, and Riftwood, out of his curious peripheral, notices a small room that extends into the palace, a very small, odd fireplace where an individual can sit and stew in thought next to this ember. After a couple minutes the fire starts to glow brighter, and Riffwood hears conversation that only he can hear. Burton examines this, and so does Zagrin, and all three begin to hear thoughts that are now having conversation in their mind. Zagrin picks up on some type of unnatural or negative force from this and stokes out the fire, only for Riffwood to put a little bonfire back in there to continue a little bit more conversation. Afterwards, it's come to realization that as you all leave, the very little time that you all spent in there actually was a bit of a detriment, as it dealt psychic damage for what time you all were in there with this unknown being. You all continue through the hallway and find other soldiers who are trying to, instead of rush towards you, rush away from you and leave the palace, as if something is trying to grab them or threaten them. There is an energy that engulfs them, turns them undead, and you all have a skirmish that you all manage to overcome with ease at the foot of the stairs leading up to what is believed to be where Axmon is at. After you all properly dispose, all but one, Riffwood puts a straggling undead into the fireplace room and lets him be. You all,
I lit the fire too.
yeah, you lit the fire, so he's got a nice warm room with company. You all start to walk upstairs and start to hear faintly what sounds like Saru. Um, this voice is saying something along the lines of, "Don't do this. It's suicide. What are you thinking? You've gone crazy. You've gone mad." Um, you all start approaching a large dining hall, the very same dining hall that Zagrin and Riffwood dined in after their prize fights. So you all enter this dining room, and that is where we left off. Was there anything that you all recollected that I didn't quite catch off the top of my head in last session that was important? I'm gonna take silence as a no.
I was gonna say not really, unless you count just the beginning of our battle where he rages and charges my
Yes,
invisibility.
correct. So as we started to end the evening, there were a couple actions or a couple things that were started. So real quickly, I'm going to send you all in squad in the bar roll chat a picture of Camarillo because you all well, when I say you all, Preros and Riftwood, you all would have at least fought against the showman in this individual's proximity. And Zagrin, you've interacted with her, and then of course Burton, I'll include you in this and send a picture of this individual.
I do. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Uno memento. Let's see here. Uno memento. I know, but that's somewhere. There we go. Okay. Cool deal. Got that. D scored. Boom. And then make sure that is in there. It is. Alrighty. So pulling up the map here, you all enter and hear this conversation, and the conversation in this room. It's actually a rather large room. What Axamon and Saru are doing, they don't initially actually notice your all's entrance. You all, without um, trying to be particularly sneaky, actually enter this room in a rather sneakily manner, not making much noise. I believe so. Zagrin decided to use his potion of invisibility and start to progress towards Saru going under the table. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm headed under.
Okay. And then Prius, you said that you decide to go ahead and charge towards Axamon.
I did. I did.
Okay. And then Burton, you actually casted an ability on Priros.
Yes, I use subtle spell haste.
And so Priros has a couple more points of AC and some more
Yes.
advantage.
He gets +2 AC, and it has advantage on dexterity saving throws and gains an additional action on each of his turns. The action can only be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Excellent. And Riftwood, what would you say as you're entering and you notice this set piece? What is your instinct to do as you see some of your party act?
What were the names of the two guards?
Of the name of the two what?
The two guards that we tricked. As
Oh,
was Bert and Ernie.
No deception. I'm here for my health inspection.
I'm really trying to remember. I'm struggling here.
I wrote it down, but I deleted it.
We're gonna say Johansson because I remember the name Johansson being thrown out there,
Okay.
and then we're gonna say Paolo,
Oh, well.
Paolo, and Johansson.
Excuse me. Oh, hello, Axmon. Hey, Paolo and Johansson let us in.
So you say this out loud in the dining area?
Yeah, it's echoey, right?
Yeah, it echoes very loudly. Axamon looks over at you, and he's squinting to try to make out what he sees, and starts to get the full picture here that there is a large Leonin who is charging towards him. Ah, Saru, it would seem we are no longer alone. Company has our. And so at this point, he hears that he makes out that you are. He sees that you are Riftwood and sees Priros. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
$21.
21.
Thank you, sir. 21.
21.
The way day one.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, boys, keep this shit
Oh.
going.
I don't
I
have
have,
21.
I have,
was
I
gonna
have,
say.
I have advantage on initiative rolls, and I rolled 219.
Yeah, same here.
Damn.
19 plus 2. Yep.
Good.
All right. What's
Here.
Riftwood got?
6.
Hell yeah.
Look at this man playing
And
paladin with like a 14 dex.
what about old Burton?
Oh, Burton's got a big old 5.
Ooh.
5.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
And Bert at the top of the stairs while the other shit's going down. Like, no, after you. No, after you.
Oh, no. Oh, this wall doesn't look too clean right there, sir. We need to knock this down.
Somebody could slip.
Putting together initiative real quick here. So we look at who has the highest dex between Priros and Zagrin.
We have the same decks.
We're gonna put pre-roast first since you're in a more
I
like
have haste.
yeah. Okay. Dude. one of the rolls that I did was a 21 just or 21 20 plus 1 just now. Fucking crazy. That's it's not cool when the DM does it. Shut up.
What the fuck is this? Twisted Tower takes Bioshock and turns it into a deadly game show run by a disturbed toy maker. What if Willy Wonka and Andrew Ryan put their brains together? What? What? Like, you would hate this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
dolls.
Oh no.
the pre-roast, you used your movement speed in our at the end of our last session to cover as much ground as possible.
I did.
All right, so I think I see your character is at a chair. Am I correct? He's like 2 chairs away from Axmon.
Yes.
Okay, so just for what you
I
see,
am 20 feet from him.
okay, gotcha. So you notice that near Axmont is a very large fireplace. Um, you're very aware of your surroundings, this room, this dining hall, its purpose. You get the feeling that that fireplace is not being used for its normal function. What kind of gives it away is that there's a lot of green coming from this fire. Looks like maybe a magical fire. And then you see Saru and a magical binding of what looks like purple energy that's bounding her to this chair. And then you notice there are some candles lit across the table, and it is so you are first up with Zagran on deck.
Okay. Well, fucking A, Mike.
What?
Ooh. That looks horrifying. Okay.
What is
I'm
horrifying, Mike?
if you go into Karlach's footstools, you will see it.
Oh, okay.
That looks horrifying.
Utterly horrifying. Cool.
Ooh,
I'm
nice.
gonna bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come up upon Axamon here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack.
Alrighty. Start it off.
I'm
I had a
gonna.
feeling you were going to be the one to start it off.
I'm gonna. So first swing. Does a 26 hit?
It a 26 hits, my dude.
Excellent. That is 13 damage.
Okay.
Second swing. Ooh, does a 14 hit?
Meets it, beats it, my dude.
Cool. That's 12 damage.
Okay.
And then haste action.
Yes, sir.
First attack. That's the 18 to hit.
Yep. You hit all 3 of them.
That's 14 damage.
Okay.
And second swing. That misses.
Okay. So what everybody sees in this room is just Pre-Roast heading straight forward to Axmon, knocking out his chair from under him. The chair flies across the dining room, just squares up, and just with how much ferocity he was not expecting the boost that Burton gave him, throws him off.
He doesn't even know he got it, to be fair.
That's true. It was
Yeah.
subtle.
So,
Um, So
He just horny for damage.
yeah, Preros understands the situation here. His paycheck, his girl Saru needs help.
My paycheck.
He knows this is his job. Starts laying in some damage. You notice as you're doing this that the fire doesn't really like have this heat coming off of you as close as you are. With a fire this big, it's odd that it emits no warmth from you. But yet it glows very bright, emitting a very large green across your silhouette and Axmon's. He takes some hits. Oh, you are tough for a Donan, but you have to be tougher to take me down. And
Very sweet
it is now.
complimentary.
It is now Zagran's turn with Axmon on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just sneak under the table, and that's as far as I can make it. And I'm still an invisible boy, so that'll be
Okay.
all I can do right now.
Gotcha. So are you like, just to clarify, are you still under the table, or did you
I
like
had
at the end of your?
I had
Okay.
enough movement to make it out to like right
Okay.
here.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So it is now Axmon's turn with a layer action on deck. So Axamon, after getting pommeled, is going to react to that. And let's see what we're going to do. We are going to try and cast invisibility. And we're going to cast invisibility at a 5th level. And let's see here. Actually, we'll do 4th level.
So you cast the spell?
Yeah, he's doing a 4th level spell for you. You probably have what magic?
Mage Slayer.
Mage Slayer.
Mage Slayer. Yeah.
I sure as fuck do. It's a
Whatever
reaction
that
to him
means.
casting the spell, so technically the spell gets cast. I'm gonna try to hit him to knock him out of concentration.
Okay. Yeah, so you start to see him, like, parts of him try to chameleon camouflage, not all the way, but as you see this, roll for that attack.
It's 22 to hit.
Yeah, so you hit him.
That is 19 damage.
Okay.
It's the full swing. And then if he's got concentration, he gets disadvantage on the roll.
Okay. So,
You going, asshole.
so the spell, because of the way that that invisibility reads, because he tried to cast it and you hit him, because he took the damage, he's not going to go invisible. I'm understanding that correct, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. So now let's see what else we're going to do here.
Also, Tyler, fun fact. Technically, according to your loophole, you can use your breath attack in invisibility and it won't remove your invisibility.
Ooh, that's good enough. Thank you.
The weird loophole in how it reads as an attack. Because it's not a attack action, it's a special action.
Let's see here. And we are going to, as a bonus action, because he is a sorcerer, we are going to use our sorcery points to gain an additional spell slot as a bonus action. So you're going to get another opportunity on this guy.
Well, no, I think I've only got a reaction, so I can only do that. It uses my reaction, so I can't do it twice in a round.
Okay, gotcha.
He's just going to get his spell slot back.
Let's see here.
He's like, I wasted it.
So he is going to, after that, after being hit again, his mannerisms he starts to kind of get a little bit more stern. He's going to cast that 7th level Finger of Death
He can't cast 2 spells in the same round.
with the bonus action for sorcerer using your sorcery points.
That just gives you the spell slot back. That doesn't actually
Oh,
need-
okay, gotcha.
let you cast the spell.
You would need Quicken Spell, but even then, it's a spell and a cantrip.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, good deal. So he's not going to do that, but he has it now.
But good to know what he's got.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's
good to know
about
what
to
he's
suck.
What was that spell?
Finger of Death?
Man, I debated on taking Counterspell, but I did not.
I did. I'm just 4 football fields away.
Let's see here.
Or I'll say stop again.
They don't have a gun? You don't have a gun.
I'm glad you know that.
Oh, man. I know my Robin Williams.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite stand up of all time. Everybody line up, line up. Are you the tight end? Perfect. Stand by me.
Okay, so the only thing that happens left with Axamon at this point is that there is an additional glow about him coming from his person. So you notice that along with the fire, after you hit him with that invisibility, he takes a second time to collect himself, look at you, and there's a bit more of like a light that's starting emanating from him as a whole. But that's all that he's going to do after being punished for invisibility. We are now going to go to the layer action, which is the fireplace. So in this fireplace, what happens is that it starts to burst with this green flame, almost as if something like gasoline was poured on it. Something aggressively within this fireplace reacts. And I need everybody except who is. So Riffwood, you're at the door, right?
Yeah, bitch, hi from down here.
And then okay. So Blake, Tyler,
Yes.
and Saru all need to make a dexterity saving throw. And
Does Axima?
it actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, sure.
Oh,
So
I'm just asking.
Seth Rogen laugh right there.
see here.
I got the 15.
15. And what about you, Tyler?
That's a 19.
19. All right, and Saru got a 4. So what happens is there are not necessarily like a fireball, but there are like mini like miniature like fire, like look like almost like they're green flaming tennis balls of like energy that are just shooting out randomly. And they're not going to go as far out as where Burton and Riftwood are, but this energy starts knocking like the things on the dinner table, some of the chairs, and it's just this like this energy that starts to hit everybody. And Saru takes 8 points of damage, and then Blake and Tyler take 4 points of damage.
Oops.
Will that knock me out of my invisibility?
Oh.
Does that do that? I'm not really sure.
Let's see here.
I believe it does, yes, technically.
So right now where you're at, you are still, you're not seen because of where Aximon's focus is on Preros. So it is worth noting that when you come out of invisibility, he doesn't see you.
All right. Yeah, I'm still like army crawling anyway, so I'll try to stay stealthy.
I mean, to be fair, rules is written. You only come out of invisibility when you attack or cast a spell, not if you get hit.
Oh, okay.
I'm honestly all for you keeping your invisibility. Because I was reading that personally when I was trying to cast it, and I was like, well, I think you're fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Because it's a potion. I don't imagine it has the same properties as like a concentration spell.
Correct.
Right. So that is the fireplace's turn. It is now Saru's turn with Riftwood on deck. Saru doesn't do much. She actually sees um let me roll. Let me see if she sees it. Okay, she does. So she sees this figure when this happens, and she looks just real quickly at Zagrin, but doesn't try to give any motion that she saw you. And she's very calmly like just standing there, like trying not to like get a lot of attention from her to her, but she very quickly noticed that you were there, didn't make any noise. She can't really do much of else. So we're gonna go to Riftwood with Burton on deck.
I muted because I was hacking up a lung. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, man. Sorry, you're still going through it.
It's just a bad dry cough at this point. That's 60 feet. So, move my stubby little legs over here and behind this bookcase. I don't know if I can shoot anything at him from this far. You know, if you weren't so fucking. No, don't want to do that. No, don't want to do that. I'm gonna send him a message.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a stern talking to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna message to him telepathically. Well, hi. What are you doing?
It would appear as if. Oh, sorry. It would appear as if I have getting my ass kicked.
Well, it doesn't just appear that way. Well, goodbye.
So that's all you.
That's all I do.
That's all you.
I can't do shit. I can't get over there faster. I got these long, stretchy legs that can still only do 30 feet.
As you say goodbye, do you allow him to respond?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when you say
Perhaps
goodbye, but like as you slowly hang the phone up so you can see if they say anything.
as you try to say goodbye, just before you don't allow message to do anymore, you do hear on the tail end of that. Perhaps what's wrong about you, Wraithwood? Maybe we can make a deal. You can help me, and I can help you.
I clicked
And that's
halfway through what he was
yeah.
saying.
Okay. So because you allowed that, he was trying to talk with you there.
Yeah.
So that's probably I'm not sure if you caught half that, whatever, but we'll add that.
Caught half.
Okay.
The
All right, that's all
bastard
you
was
want to
wrong
do.
about you. Probably.
Yeah, you were. You fucking were. So Burton, it is your turn. With now I will say, just to clarify, there is gonna be a legendary action at the end of Burton's turn.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on him.
Ooh.
So I make a ranged spell attack against target on a hit. Alrighty. I roll. What is it? 17.
Oh, what level is it?
It's just a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, gotcha. So 17 against his AC, it beats it.
Okay, and for any reason, his speed is reduced by 10 feet to the start of the next turn.
Okay.
My next turn, so it's 2d8. Skip it bad. Boy, take it, suck it. 7 damage.
And
As I
that's
kind of like hide behind the chair while I'm throwing it.
so that ray of frost hits you from where you hit him, you notice that he does have the wings for this tiefling. The wings get hit and they say again.
I said bury
Um, his wings kind of shudder a little bit from that hit and take 7 damage. Alrighty.
Now, Cerulio is tied up, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, from where you're at, you can tell that it is some type of magical binding.
Okay. Magic.
Alrighty, very good. So, and I'm sorry, just make sure that you said that was it.
Yep, that's all I got.
Okay. So, legendary action. What's going to happen next is grave soil. So, the ground infuses within an area I choose within range with necromantic energy. So, what you see, Pre-Rose, because you're the closest to this.
Hammer spell.
Um, there are what now look to be hands that are reaching out from the fire, and these hands start to trail towards Saru. And as the hands start to kind of essentially just kind of creep out of the bottom of the fire, it looks like they're just one by one creating right now they're about almost 10 feet, about 5 feet right now from the fire. And Maximon just starts to laugh like, I'm afraid it looks like Saru's sacrifice is about to happen. But it will be for a good cause. Maybe she didn't want her power, but her losing her power will not be in vain. And the hands start to like she's starting to have this panic look of the hands that are gradually coming to her. We'll use, let's see here, just something to represent a 5 foot line from the fire to her. Let's do that. So the legendary action grave soil is right there.
You want a fire line?
Sure.
Let's see. Well, I can't turn it for some reason, so never mind.
Try hitting
Just
Control T.
Control T.
Yeah.
I just opened up another tab.
Are you trying to turn it?
Oh
Turn.
shit!
So we can use this entire thing. We can just start by having it pulled back a little bit.
You just want it 5 feet?
Yeah, we'll if you want to create it the length that it would take, and then we can drag it as it gets closer.
All right. Well, that's
Drag
10
it out of
feet.
the fire.
What did you do to turn it?
That middle button that is a arrow with a circle.
Ah.
Tee-hee.
Look at that. There you go. There's your fire.
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank Mike. He found out how to make a turn.
And well, thank you for placing it on there, and Mike, thank you for the knowledge.
I am still 90 feet away. What's going on?
And we are back up to pre-roast with Zagran on deck.
Cool. So I'm gonna use my bonus action this time to enwrite my elemental cleavers.
Ooh, shit.
So we're doing that, and then I'm just swinging like a motherfucker.
Y'all touching tips. This is beautiful.
We're going for the pie.
So first hit's a dirty 20.
Okay, hits.
Okay, that is 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
Second swing. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
It hits.
That's 12 slashing damage. And 2
Mm-hmm.
lightning damage.
So 12 slashing, 2 lightning.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, haste action.
You
That's a
fucked
21
them
to
up.
hit.
You are fucking them up.
That is 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 2 lightning damage. Second attack. That is 27 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
And that is a full 19 slashing damage. With 6 lightning damage.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait till next time we play Not Warps. I picked all control spells for
Now,
my guy. He's
real
unfucking
quickly,
stoppable. Yes.
real quick, what we're gonna do, Blake, for that one, that 25, that
Uh-huh.
hit specifically goes on that's a swing on his back, and when you hit the back of him, he does let out this noticeable guttural like pain, like and it's what you see is from where his wings are, what looks to be the energy that you saw a little bit of glowing from him is now kind of coming out of his back, where some of his clothing is now exposed, and it looks like there's some type of obvious like something going on with his back. You don't quite know the full picture, but with that 25, you notice that maybe his back is something unique about him.
Interesting. Okay, so second wind. So I'm gonna get all
Okay.
my attacks back. That's a joke.
That's
That's the end of my turn. I got nothing else.
Yeah, that final hit just really like made him writhe a little bit, a lot of bit. Again, that fire is still glowing bright green. You see the hands. We're gonna go on to Zagrin with Axmon on deck.
Okie dokie.
So you are still invisible. So she did not see you.
Okay, I'm gonna move to there. That's as far as I can get.
Okay.
And I guess that's where I'll have to end because I don't want to reveal myself just yet.
You could use
Okay.
your action as a dash if you want to go further. If you're not going to do anything.
Is that a
That's
thing?
true.
How far can
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how
Now,
far does that give me?
It gives you an
30.
extra movement.
Oh shit! I didn't know
yeah.
that. Could
So
have made it last
you
time.
you can get right next to her.
Dash. Wee.
Awesome.
No.
Now I know. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say. Now I'm fairly certain that with your potion of invisibility, just speaking will not uncover your invisibility.
True.
Yeah, it's an action, so you'd have to do something.
Attack people or cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Just to talk is Reaction.
Okay.
Especially whispering the sweet nothings in her ear.
Yeah, you beat me to it. It's for real estate.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna whisper to her. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure can.
Okay. I'll creepy like right in her ear. Okay, Saru. It's me, Sigrid.
Okay,
And
so you do that.
Yeah.
So she realizes the situation, doesn't want to give away position, and goes, Zachary. Okay, and
Can I keep talking? Is it like is there a limit? I don't want to give any shit away.
but yeah, we'll say just a couple quick lines of dialogue, yeah, for your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to ask like, how do I get these cuffs off you? I've never seen magic like this.
She you see her eyes glance towards the table, like blow the candles out and the magic dissipates. And then make a perception roll for me.
Okay, hold on. Where the fuck is okay. Oh lordy, that's a 1.
Okay.
I'm not getting it, Saru.
Well, I was gonna. So you don't pick up on anything else other than that. You notice the candle on the dinner table does have a faint purple glow to it. So you
Mhm.
do make a connection that it looks as though some type of magic is lighting the dinner candles that would be normal fire. And you actually do feel some heat coming off of her bindings just from where you're at.
Okay.
Um,
Am I able to tell how many candles are on this table? Or do I
yeah,
need
so
to
I've actually pointed them out to you. So I think I've got like purple
the
circles on there.
circles? Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So just 4.
Yeah, just 4. So 4 notable candles that have that same color.
Okay, that's all I could do. So I am done for now.
Alrighty. So now it is Aximon's turn with the layer action on deck. So Blake,
Yes.
the the aforementioned finger of death.
Uh huh.
We're gonna do that.
You go for it.
So you send negative energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain. The target must make a
That is indeed
constant.
me.
The target must make a Constitution saving throw of 16.
Okay. I am gonna swipe at you because you're casting a spell.
Yes, sir.
22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, that's 14 slashing damage. Okay, yeah, I can still do the elemental. I wasn't sure because it was a reaction, but I can. Okay, so 2 lightning damage.
Okay. So as you do that, the hand that he tries to use to cast this, you cut off the pinky, the ring, and the middle finger, leaving his thumb and index finger for this hand.
This guy's
That
just
he's
pointing a gun at me.
so, so he only has these 2 fingers from that hit, and
You said
now
a
roll for
Constitution saving throw.
a con save of 16.
I have a +8, so that's a 11.
Eleven.
Yep,
Oh my gosh! All right, let's roll the
this is gonna
damage.
suck.
Good thing I'm way over here now.
Pretty sure the average damage for this is like 30 something.
Isn't it plus? Isn't it whatever you roll with like 76 is plus 30?
Yeah.
It's 78 plus 30.
Oh,
What's your health, Herbert?
I have 90 health.
And that
Not
was
anymore.
that was 50 damage.
You rolled shitty.
I did roll shitty.
Were you disappointed by that, Tom?
Honestly, here's the thing. It's very tricky because we've already done this song and dance with Blake. Do I want to see Do I want to see a bunch of 8s? Yeah, but am I disappointed that I did 20 on top of 30? I'm okay with that. That's half his health.
That's fair, but also I still assume you're doing this because of Dawn. Which is still, I gave you an out.
For let me just make sure for brevity here that this was a touch.
It's got a range of 60 feet.
Okay, cool.
It's a big finger.
It's a big finger.
What's that thing? The rule for half your health. You lose half your health. You gotta roll something to not go into like freaking shock.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's a
Well,
Constitution saving
aren't you
throw.
raging?
I am raging.
So you take half of that?
No. God, that'd be nice. No. You did more than half of what my health is. So I gotta roll Constitution to not go into shock.
Okay.
Luckily, I have to roll a 3 or higher. It's just a 10.
Okay.
So 21. Don't put that on me, Bobby, because that almost happened. All right. Well, if anybody else wants to tag in, I can't take a second one of those.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to help your girl.
I'll get there eventually.
Get there
My
eventually. He
attention
says.
is now drawn to candles. Actually, no, it's not. That's metal.
Yeah, you don't know. I'm sorry.
So during this moment, Priros is experiencing a very large amount of pain, as one might expect. However, Priros, you notice that as he's doing this, he too is hurting very badly. He's wanting to laugh at you. He's like, like he's definitely feeling the hurt that you put on him. So he's winded and whatnot. So that is going to be all that he does. It is now the layer action. We're going to move that stick of hands coming out of the fire by another 5 feet towards Saru.
Like, you got it? You want me to do it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
And as those hands start to manifest further and further, just Axamon sees it like it is too late. It is too late. And Saru just sees that the hands coming, but remains calm after having that interaction with Zagrin. So now it is Riftwood's turn with Burton on deck.
I cast fireball on the candles.
There's no wick left to burn.
Oh man, I laughed, but I am going to ask if you are you joking or you want to do that?
That's me. That's not Mike. How do you feel about not one fireball, but 2 fireballs?
Can I see that firearm coming at her?
Make a perception roll.
That's not what I asked. 16.
Yeah, so you see from where you're at actually, because the fire is so large, it's like half the size of a like just a regular wall. Like it's like a maybe 3 times the size of a normal fire. So you do see hands coming out of it. You don't know how long the line of the hands are compared to Saru, because the pre-rose Axamon at the table kind of obstructing that. But you do see hands coming out of the fire.
Oh boy. All right. Should put me right at 60. Yep. I'm gonna cast Banishment on Saru.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So banishment happens. She's not of this plane.
So she is not a native to this plane that we are on at the moment.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's the thing, Tom. She does have to pass a charisma save of 15 if she chooses
Okay.
to. She could choose to fail.
I'm curious if she would be aware of what's happening to her or not.
I don't know, how smart is she?
Well, I don't. There's no communication of what's happening to her.
But
I
does
guess
she
she would
know
let it.
spells?
Yeah, I would say she is. So yeah, we'll say she lets it happen. So she is now banished without coming back to this plane. Correct?
Not necessarily. Hold on, I gotta like triple read the thing.
Sure, no
Did she
problem.
did she
It's
make
if
her?
it's if you hold it for the entire duration of the spell.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, it's only if I hold it for that time. So if I drop charisma, if I drop concentration, she'll come back. If not, she'll stay. Bye bye. Okay.
It's for what, 1 minute?
It is, yes, concentration up to 1 minute, so I can hang out back here with in how many turns?
You can go 9 rounds and then
Yeah,
drop it, and you're fine.
yeah. I'm gonna. All right, go back here. I did my part.
So you banished her. So
Yeah.
Zagrin, what you see is
Some
just as
bullshit.
quickly as you started whispering to her, you see her person dissipate. Um, this drops the magical binds rather quickly, and Axmon notices this as there's clanks of materials falling from the chair, and notices that Saru is gone.
So the binds don't go with her.
Correct. The binds do not go with her; they actually fall on the ground. What you see happen is the purple dissipates, and it looks like there's a couple small rocks that actually fall off from the chair that look like they have maybe some type of like rune marking on them.
Anal beads.
Well, it was better than my plan, Mike. I was gonna pick up the whole chair and run with her next turn. So we got the
Wait,
cat.
Howdy, can I undo my action? Because that sounds fun.
That would be funny. Fucking Benny Hill music playing in the back.
Just musical chairs, or is it like a fucking like bar mitzvah.
What is Aximon's reaction to seeing her just because it says a faint
Yeah.
popping sound?
Just
So yeah, I mean, in the moment he's like, "It's too late. It is too late," and you just see his manager like, "No, no, come back. What is Saru?" She was a sacrifice.
Yeah, just gonna be like way out over here behind this cabinet. Ha ha!
You dick. You bitch. You mother bitch.
you son of a bitch.
I don't have a mother. Ha 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 ha.
Anything else you'd like to do, good sir?
Do the Generation X. Cross my arms while covering my dick. Yeah, suck it. I see how everyone's measuring attacks on him now.
I did. Everybody's getting out their rulers.
I'm not. I know what I'm about.
Yeah. You,
You
you took
know,
you took the. Go ahead.
I'm pretty good. I think I'm gonna hang out. Yeah, whatever I need to do, I can do. But I'm gonna make sure that I don't get fucked with for that spell.
You start to hear. I will say, Mike, because you're so close to the exit or close to the door that goes in here. I will say, you of all people actually hear soldiers start to exit the palace as if this is their opportunity to escape the danger that is Aximon.
Oh,
Um, so you do hear some however many guards are left. It's like let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Um, but if that's it, we're gonna go to Burton with legendary action on deck.
All right. I'm gonna hop up on a table right here, and I'm gonna do a little ray of frost again at him.
Hell yeah.
Let me chill your beverages, sir.
Mhm.
Uh, no, that is Demolge. 19.
Yeah.
Skibbity bad. How about another 7 points?
Nice.
I do declare, sir.
Mhm.
Why is no one a bard?
Mhm.
Just anytime I think of like heat in a combat scenario, I just think of that South Park episode where they're trying to like get to, I think it's the mayor, and they're like, "We're gonna melt your icy heart with a cool island song," and they start arguing like, "No, we're gonna cool your hot heart with a fresh island song." I need a bard based around that alone. Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a. That's
Oh,
it. That's it. That's my bard. It's a Jimmy
Oh
Buffett
my
bard.
gosh.
wasted away again, and Michael.
Pour me something, Tower.
Make it a hurricane.
Apparently, he had some more recent stuff that he put out before he passed. I think I heard a couple of his newer stuff before he died.
Is he talking about how sad it was to be an alcoholic?
I think it was like Pour One Out or something.
So yes,
Yeah. Pouring out from my liver.
Hmm?
Everything good on your end, Tum Tum?
Yes. I'm sorry. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Burton?
Is this candle really hot, or would I notice anything like this? I don't want to meta. I just jumped on the table, and
Yeah,
the thing is
sure.
just laying into him, and I just
So
fucking pocket sanded him with frost.
yeah, so you actually notice something interesting as you stand up. Not long after the banishment happened on Saru, these flames all start to kind of slowly die out, and by the time you finish casting your frost, the candles that initially had this unique flame to them actually have now kind of dissipated, almost as if you're smothering a candle by putting a cup over it. It just slightly goes out, and then a little bit of trail of smoke. So it looks like during your turn, you gradually saw the fire now dissipate.
Oh wow, that's duly noted, sir.
If that's all you wanted to do, we're going to go ahead and do a legendary action. And I apologize, I mixed up the two between what the fireplace and the action is. There's going to be another volley of just these like looking like miniature tennis ball kind of green flames that are just bursting out, and I'm going to have everybody but Mike
Wee!
um, do a DC saving throw.
what kind of DC saving throw?
Oh, what number to beat? Is that what you're asking?
No, you said a DC saving throw. What do
Oh,
we?
my
What are
my
we
apologies.
talking about?
Dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
Gotcha. No, you're good, buddy. I thought as much. I just wish to double check. That's a 12.
Okay.
That's a
7 for
4.
me.
Okay. So 12 for Blake, a 7 for Tyler, and then what did you get, Austin?
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
So from these volleys of energy, all of you take 3 damage.
I'd appreciate it if we didn't.
So we are back up
Oh,
to
Tucker.
we are back up to pre-roast with Zagran on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna use a bonus action first and
Okay.
down my greater healing potion, one of the ones I got.
Yes, sir.
That's nice. I'm gonna need that. I ain't gonna do shit, but I don't have anything I want to do a bonus action for. That's 14 health.
Okay.
One finger of death gonna take me out, fam.
You gonna get fingered to death, bud.
I am gonna get fingered to death, and not in the fun way. All right,
Tri-finger butthole.
that's right. I'm swinging.
Okay. Swing away, George.
15.
It hits.
That is 8 slashing damage. Ooh, no, I get to reroll that one. It's a 1 again. Never mind. Don't worry about that. So 8 slashing damage and 3 lightning damage.
Okay.
That can swing. 22 to hit.
Yes, sir.
19 slashing damage
Ouch.
and 1 lightning damage.
Okay.
You get him, buddy.
And then, all right, haste actions. 21 to hit.
Hell yeah.
That is 12 slashing damage and 1 lightning damage. And then 23 to hit, which is 13 slashing damage and 3 lightning damage.
Damn. Frick. So during
That's a 0 to his health.
so during this string of attacks that you are now dealing on him, amidst the surprise of seeing who he had prepared for some sort of sacrifice now disappear, he is blindsided by this string of hits that you now wail in on him. Further chunks start to deep into his torso and his back, and one of those hits another one from his back, just lets out another flash of light. He doubles over, and he's looking really bad. Really bad. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I have done everything within my power.
Okay.
I've had a
All
good
right.
run.
Zagran, it is your turn with Axamon on deck.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement.
Okay.
To sneak behind him.
Oh yeah, you're still invisible.
Yeah, and I would like to try to drive the old sword into his back.
Shit.
The good old classic.
The
Alrighty.
classic paladin move.
I'm gonna
Roll
use
for hit.
smite with it. It'll work. It's paladin.
Hell yeah, roll for hit.
Trust.
Roll
You've got,
for
you've got advantage too.
21.
it hits.
Okay, that does 15 damage.
How do you want
Smite
to
him.
do it?
Smite
Oh,
his ass.
Oh, that took him out?
Yeah. How do you want to do it?
Well, there's no need to smite then.
Well, then flavor smite.
Flavor smite. Well, I think I would like to plunge it. Let's go right for that little shiny spot that let out some light.
Yep.
Let's try to impale him right through there and out his front.
Yeah, from where you're at, you notice that it's now showing a straight line on his spinal cord of light. You can also see that there are some what look to be like maybe glowing characters on his back. Like when I say characters, like look like runic symbols. And you go straight into that shiny like lighty area on his spine.
Yeah, let's go straight in and try to go out the front.
Okay, so without even noticing your presence, you go for the attack. He doesn't even see it coming. He's stunned. His eyes begin to go down to the floor, and his whole body just plunges to the ground with what looks to be like just ragdoll effects.
Sweet.
Now, when he does so,
Uh-oh.
the hands start to try to grab Axamon. After you do that, with this type of attack, he doesn't have any words left to say. He doesn't have any type of like dramatic sentences to his last words. He is lifeless, but the hands that are emerging from the fire now start to try to overcome his body. And we are out of combat. But is there anything that you all want to do while this is happening?
Fuck them hands.
Yeah, well, if I see them going like towards him, right?
Yeah, so it's there. These hands are just like coming out of the ground and start grabbing onto his pieces of him, like his back, his arm. They're just starting to encase his just encase himself with these hands.
I'm gonna drop banishment.
Okay, so you drop banishment and Saru comes back.
Yeah, she's free though.
Yeah, so she comes back from where she's at because of the way that the bindings were. They did not go with her. She comes back and she's in the chair, but she can see, she can get back up. She goes, "What? Is everybody okay? What?"
Can I get closer to everybody now?
Yeah, go right ahead. You're good. Everybody can kind of get close now.
Everybody. All the tables do.
I'm gonna sit on the chair.
Can I roll perception on Axamon to look for whatever his gemstone is?
Yeah.
Before the hands take it.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Uh, 13.
You get the feeling that there is something shiny where Zagrin had impaled Axamon. So right now there's parts of Axamon that are not completely covered. You look like there's something particularly shiny, maybe what looked to be under the skin of his back.
Cool. I'm just gonna rip my hand in there and try to pull it out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to have you roll strength. You do so that you managed to do that before the hands encase him. Saru notices the hands, and she very like shockingly tells her, like, everybody move away from the hands. Don't let them touch you. And she's like catching her breath. She looks over at Zagrin, looks over at Prios and everybody else. She's catching her breath. The hands now are pulling Axmont into the fire.
Hey, should we let that happen?
No, we shouldn't let that happen. He's trying to summon Muranomar the dragon. I try to get him out. Nobody can be sacrificed.
I guess try to pull him out. I don't know.
Yeah, so you can make an attempt if you want to try to interfere with what the hands are doing. It's up to
Cool.
you.
So yeah, strength check, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and do a strength check for me.
Sure.
Dibs on next if that doesn't work.
Well, I got a 12.
Okay, so you managed to get like a piece of his clothing or like something that's not actually his body. If everybody else wants to try to like stop it, everybody else can make a strength saving throw if they wish.
Instead, I'd like to just cast Rhyme's Binding Ice on the fire.
Oh, you want to try to freeze the fire?
Ooh.
I'm not gonna freeze fire, Thomas. That's ignorant. I'm gonna put it out.
Okay, you can try to put out the fire.
Yeah.
Can I join with you casting Ray of Frost on it? I'm not a strong boy.
Can I move out of the fucking way?
No.
Yeah, I'll move right here. I cast a lightning at 4th level, so I'm gonna put out the fire with lightning right here.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Make a saving throw, like that.
Just put
Me?
it right under his
No,
jaw.
I got a
So
saving throw by roll.
no, you're not.
All right. So
I was ready.
I will say this, everybody. I did have a health pool in case anybody tried to like do anything to the fire.
Mhm.
So for this situation, for you all trying to put out the fire and stop that, if you all have spells that would normally do damage, I'd like to know what damage you would have done to see if you can overcome the magical fire to ultimately put it out.
Mine's ice,
Yeah, that's 9 ice
It's like-
damage from my first one.
and it'll be
Okay.
that is 5 ice damage.
So a total
Can
of
I
14.
can I get in on this party and lightning breath at it too?
Yep, you sure can.
Lightning breath of fire.
So we're gonna let everybody have one action to try to put the fire out, and if it's enough damage, then the fire will be put
Oh.
out.
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on, let me rethink that.
After mine's done, I'm just gonna walk back and sit down. Well,
Okay.
Now,
I'm
let me
a
ask you, Tom, how big is this fireplace?
The fireplace, it's actually about it's about a 7-foot tall fireplace.
Okay. Um, I'm not gonna use my action for that. Can I go up and try to just cave in this fireplace on top, like from the top?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, describe for me how you would do that.
Well, I assume it's got like this mantle-y looking thing, kind of. It's all ominous looking into the wall. So I'd probably go up and try to just bash the fuck out of it with my greatsword on top and crack them rocks down on.
Okay. Yeah, roll for attack.
Okay. Do you want me just a normal attack?
Yeah.
Okay, that is an 18 to hit. If
Okay.
we're doing that.
So you managed to actually break through the chimney part of it, essentially what would billow upwards. Roll for damage.
Okay. The damage is 14, and would I be able to smite that too and add to it since we're doing?
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna add a Duran Schmat, which is 2d8 extra.
Never thought the power of ideals would take the wall down instead of build it.
Okay, so that is 14 plus 7,
So
21.
21.
21 total on
Okay.
the top there.
Okay. So what you see happen, you actually manage to break enough of the chimney to fall down on the fire. You all do a combined total of 35 to a health pool of 30, and this fire actually is stoked. I'm
Is
stoked.
excited?
Fucking hype, dude. Hypey.
Let's go.
Hype fire.
Leverage in the chat.
So the fire extinguishes before it's able to fully carry Aximon's body into it. The hands start to reel back into the ground, and it looks like there's just chunks of Aximon that the hands were like pulling apart, trying to like carry it in smaller pieces into this fire. And Saru lets out this huge sigh. She's like, "Oh." She sits down. She's like, "Oh, we stopped it. Oh, thank you all so much. Thank you. This would have been so bad. This would have been very bad. Is everybody okay?"
Yeah, no. I'm
Silence.
great.
Silence is golden. Silence.
Pre-Rose is about to hit some exhaustion for like a couple seconds. By the way.
Oh yeah.
She looks over at Priros. She goes. She realizes that Priros had taken. It looks like there's some blood on Axmon. He had been in fight. She gets back and she goes, Priros, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm there. I'm good. I'm tired. That is what that was.
Yeah. Um,
Are you doing okay there?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Axamon was pissed to say the least after seeing the showman dismantled. At that point he's all he wanted to do was summon this godforsaken dragon from its slumber, and that would have just wreaked havoc on the kingdom. He was going to sacrifice me to do it, and the flames wanted him to do it, and it's not going to happen. We're good. We're good. And there's just a moment of silence as she makes sure that Pyrrhus is okay and looks over at Burton's like, uh, I don't believe I've met you. You're still on the dining table, right?
Yeah, power stance.
Well, welcome to dinner. I'm Saru,
Well, howdy. I'm Burton Jorgensen,
but
part of the Burton's Beverages over on 12th. I don't know if you get out that way that much.
I you make a lot of people happy with your beverages.
That I do,
Uh,
man.
people I feed, they need a thirst. They quench it. Thank you. Well, I believe we've saved the people. We have the his gym, I presume.
Did
Oh
you say
yeah, I
that?
got that there before they went out. I'm
Did you
sorry.
say?
Go ahead, Burton.
Oh, I was saying. Did you say the dragon's still sleeping?
Yes, it will sleep. It will sleep eternally unless it's bothered. A problem for another day, perhaps,
Oh,
but not
so we
today.
can't. You can't just put it down while it's asleep.
Well, we can.
Why not?
We you are you proposing that we take out the dragon?
I mean, you just want to leave a dangerous dragon that he was going to summon with his sacrifice. That thing
I
just
mean,
going to be sitting there, and that's not good for business, ma'am.
if we took out the dragon, there would be no threat. It would be a peace. Are you sure y'all would do this?
Like piecing
I,
I'm holding my parts together. Like, let's do
Yeah,
it.
now hold on now there. Let's hold that there. Fred that thought process for another day. Oh boy,
If you
I
want to
don't know
fast
about
forward
this
us
here
through a long
dragon thing.
rest and bring us back to this exact spot, we'll discuss it. Otherwise, you're gonna get some pushback.
I can't speak for all of them. That just seems like a loose end, but I just met them all today. So
Yeah, I don't know here about this bartender.
I'll have you know, my end is not loose.
blood, blood for the blood god.
Skull for the skull throne.
but Burton, I admire your integrity. Thank you. That's
I'd say more
not
of tenacity.
tenacity. Thank you. Not until recently did I feel like our numbers were strengthened, and I should have been more open to the fact that our own people um, have it within them to stand up. Oh, yes, we should prepare for our next steps here. I imagine you all want to get home. Yes,
Would be nice, yeah.
very good. Well, we can arrange. Now that we've got the pieces to get you all home safely. Um, but let's best we talk privately in our own personal space. Don't want to alert more people
Don't want the
on
dragon to
this.
hear us. Oh no.
Now, in
Or
this room, is there anybody? Is there anything else that y'all want to do at this time?
yeah, I'm gonna ask Saru. Say, what do we need to do with the body? Like Axamon, like gesture to him.
Well, we can make sure we properly dispose of his body, much like we, of course, should. let's see, and she starts to kind of put together a game plan to properly pick up his corpse and everything, and properly dispose of it. And if anybody wants to help with that,
This
Oh.
guy.
Cast fireball.
No, this guy's gonna try and break off one of his hands. Keep it with him.
yeah, you want
Oh.
to break off one of Aximon's hands.
Yes, sir. I in fact would like to break off one of his hands and keep it.
So we'll say the one hand
This
that
is
stayed in
little Jeffrey.
A
the
memento.
one hand is the one that Piro sliced. The one that has just the two fingers and the ball. It looks just like
Yeah.
this.
Pew, pew.
Hell yeah, dude! So you grab that and you have that on you. As you all start to clean the area, you notice that in the corpse there looked to be some type of assortment of runes that were under the wings of Aximon. And I don't know if you remember this, Mick, but as Riftwood, you recall one of the last words that the showman said to you before he died was Aximon's back. Almost as if, like, instead of the context of being back from somewhere, it was just an anatomically referring to his back. I figure you particularly it was just so subtle or little compared to everything else, but so after some time passes, the guards empty out. The body is everything is starting to kind of get collected, and servants are then organized to clean up the dining area. Saru then talks over to Zagrin again. I think we're gonna be able to get this whole mess organized. Uh, but we now have brought some sort of peace. I guess now we need to determine what the next course of action is. To bring a resolution, I suppose. What say you, Zagrin?
How do you think people will react to Aximon's demise?
Probably with mixed feelings, much like with JP. Probably with Ebonith. We'll definitely have to have some type of statement to the people. Probably have some type of town hall organized for that. Maybe tomorrow. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Be transparent with this, and hopefully this brings in a new era, a new world order of happiness and prosperity, more so than was before, where there's no resentment to its leaders.
Yeah, I agree. I think the first thing you need to do is get together with all those higher ups we met earlier and get this war ended. And then maybe announce Aximon's plan to bring back that fucking dragon. And
You
maybe
know,
you can be the face of peace going forward.
well, she's taken back by that. It's like, well, I want peace for this kingdom as much as anybody else. So, the treaty to end off the war against the orcs can now be done without his signature. So, Button, if you'll follow with us, we'll head back to the area that we discussed things privately at the pantry down at the residential district and sort everything out. What do y'all say?
Sounds good to me, man.
Alrighty. Was there anything else that anybody wanted to do or interact with or say as you all now leave the palace?
No, I'm ready to go home. Take a long rest.
So, say again, Mike.
Sorry, I had to pee.
Oh, you're good. Do y'all want to take just a 5-minute break and then finish up?
No, I just peed. I want to go check on Jeff.
Okay, well, I know about you, but I didn't know anybody else was holding on their urine.
I am holding my urine.
So Just for everybody's sake, is everybody good? You just want to continue, or you want to take a break?
Go on.
Okay. So you all head back to the area. You all managed to do so without much getting in your way. It's almost as if there is some type of disarray, but through that disarray of what's going on through the day, you all make it back without much resistance back into the to the pantry and downstairs. We'll go ahead and for brevity, everybody go ahead and take a long rest. Everybody's back to full HP, spell slots, all that good stuff.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What happened when I checked in on Jeff?
So Jeff, the one that was in the fire.
Yeah.
So you notice that Jeff is actually trying to like physically interact with the fire. There's the top part of him, like his head and chest and arm, are like in the fire, trying to like get closer with it or have some type of like interaction. And it's not smothering the fire, but he is just like cooking. You hear some sizzling, almost as if he's on the menu.
Oh.
You can pull him out if you want, or you can just let him do it.
No, just shut the door.
But it sounds like a hibachi grill
Aw,
from where you're at.
Jeffy.
Mhm.
Talk about a hot date.
Mhm. So you all get back to the area. Saru just makes note that a little bit later there will be a meeting that's held. Um, she'll be getting with some of the higher ups, and right now it's just you four in the in the area. Burton, this area is a pantry that is not usually for the public. It's where a lot of mass produce and grocery are stored, but not for. It's not like a food city. It's more of like a warehouse that that people who work in these various establishments just pull from, or maybe have deliveries ordered to. And there's a downstairs that's more like a wine cellar kind of environment, but it's large enough to house some type of like meeting table and a couple cots, and you notice that there is an area for you to rest as well. So the rest, we'll say that this rest goes deep into the evening. Um,
I will make beers for everyone and not charge anyone.
yeah, if there's anything that y'all want to say or do as you all are actually resting into the evening, if y'all have partaken some beers or have interaction, by all means.
I'll hand Piros a beer and I'll go, How'd you feel? How'd you feel in that battle there, brother? You look real mad. Figured that was your man.
Oh yeah, that was. I felt pretty good there. I don't know what came over me, but I was like, "Hoo, hi, hoo!" And then
As he's
I
talking,
kicked
I'll
him
cast
there.
haste on him again without subtle spell now.
Mhm.
Oh boy, oh that feels good there.
Fucking Pillsbury Doughboy.
Get a nice like meth high for a solid minute.
Oh, I gotta go bake some cookies. He's gonna go off and bake cookies.
Sorry, I just had to do that.
Prius, as you go up to the pantry, you actually feel a very large amount of just calm. It's almost as if there's not much that there just from where you're at in the pantry, out in the streets, you don't hear as much panic or disarray like there was earlier during making cookies. It's peaceful as you whip up them bad boys.
Like it.
So you're cooking. What should you roll for cooking?
Performance, survival.
Yeah, we'll say you can do performance.
Let's go. Ooh, that's 18, baby.
Dude, these are some good cookies. These are like, for me personally, Subway cookies at an 18.
Ooh. Danger.
the the raspberry cheesecake.
Yeah. I get fired every
That's
time.
I like how they now sell them in like dozens or like 6 or 12.
They have
Whereas they used to be like, oh, go ahead.
they sold those that way even in like we were in Smoky Crossing at the same time.
Oh shit. Okay, gotcha.
I remember bringing like I'll just stop by and go, can I get like a box of cookies? You mean a dozen? I said a box. I don't want you to count them. I don't want to count them either. I just want a box.
I don't think you heard me. What you heard was a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was all the bacon and you had. Do you understand?
So pre-roast, what kind of cookies you baking up?
Probably. Well, it's fall. I'm probably gonna do some like pumpkin cinnamon cheesecake cookies.
Hell yeah. Good deal.
Side
And
fact:
I'm
I've
at
been drinking a pumpkin ale.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called Schlafly pumpkin ale. I don't know what Schlafly is, but it was pumpkin.
so I know Riffwood. It's challenging for Riffwood to fully enjoy the cookie experience, but just with being able to enjoy a good cookie and a drink and just some merriment, everybody will take a point of inspiration.
Man, I had inspiration from before and I never used it.
That's me, dude. I always have inspiration. I forget.
Well, the fact that you're giving us inspiration means we're fighting something else at some point.
So cookies are enjoyed. Nice cold drinks are enjoyed. As we start to go from the evening of all of this happening into the next day, anything else that anybody wants to ask or say or do?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna catch some Z's there, brother.
All right. So during this sleep, Zagrin, if you will go into the side channel, I will meet you there, and we'll be right back.
Oh lord.
Oh lord, oh lord, he coming.
Mike,
Yeah, but
side channel.
oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh.
This is my time. Guys, everything we said about side channel and people in it, I take it back.
um,
There's got to be a morning after.
so enjoying these drinks, I would imagine, Burton, that there was some type of like maybe a slight hangover from your drinks.
I mean, you want me to have a hangover?
Well, I mean, this I'm just like as you all are waking up, did you like did anybody like drink any more particular than normal or
Have them rule
um
Constitution, Tom.
I'll have whoever drank roll a constitution save.
Okay.
All right. I could be like, yeah, I'm a robot. Fuck you.
Exactly. I do.
That's
Yeah,
a
well,
22.
Okay.
that's a 19.
19. And what about you, Tyler?
Hold on. Yeah, I guess I did drink.
What kind of
16.
paladin are you?
Yeah. So all of y'all are
Fucking
actually
drinking and sneak attacks.
all of y'all are feeling very refreshed. Nobody is feeling especially like dizzy or um sick. So you all wake up and
Okay.
I imagine y'all could probably get ready, wake up. Pre-roast. So before the end of the evening, Saru does tell you that she requests you at like the entertainment area, like where like there's like a town hall type of setup, where you and her will be addressing the people, and you know that's going to be rather early today, so you do know of that, and then
I'm making cinnamon buns.
it's a very sweet evening of cookies and morning of cinnamon rolls.
Your stomach doesn't know what it's doing.
Now, does everybody? Now, here's a question for everybody. After you all eat, do you all want to stay together with pre-roast when they go, or do any of y'all want to be in the crowd during this address?
Oh, I'm gonna set up a drink stand.
Okay,
I'm gonna make my money.
makes sense.
And
Yeah,
Your co-workers, your orcs, are probably wondering where you're at.
my equal opportunity business.
yeah, I'd probably be in the crowd. I would think after everything.
Okay.
A foreign exchange worker.
hmm
Do you
And
need
what about
help
Riftwood?
setting up your business?
Did you say you were going to help him with
I
his
was asking. I was
vending?
asking him. I was like, "Do you need help
Um,
setting up your business?"
I mean, if you'd like to help me set it up, it's got to get the carts down here from 12th. That's going to take a little bit. That's a little bit
I'll
of
take
work
10% of the profit.
there. Make it 6.5.
I'll take 12% of the profit.
4.5.
15% of the profit.
8.5%.
20% of the profit.
You want to help me just set up the cart?
No, goodbye. Pick out one of your chalk blocks as I'm walking away.
So,
Fireball.
Here we go
That's
again.
all his health.
so we'll fast forward to everybody's working their way towards the meeting. Now, does everybody have a genuine interest in this meeting, or is there anything in particular that a person wants to do in this kingdom, that they find particularly interesting or want to do out of the ordinary?
Riftwood is finding himself considering, like, he's having intrusive thoughts about just casting banishment on people to see what happens.
We'll say, Burton's probably a little distracted reading over the other runic sorcery book, the one that's not about the enchantments. He's gonna be like leaned over his cart.
And so Riftwood, you're kind of loosely in the crowd next to Burton.
Yeah, I walked away from not helping him, but I'm standing close enough to hear him struggle, hoping that
Huh?
he's gonna offer.
And then Zagrin, you're kind of close to them as well in the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. So before Saru and Prerose make their address, they both are in conversation privately and talk amongst each other. Should we really bring up the dragon? What do you please tell me, Prerose? Do you think we should fully be transparent on everything? I don't want to cause a scare.
Absolutely not. There's things that they need to know, and there's things that they don't need to know. Because what's the point of bringing up a panic if it's not something they got to worry about? And then if the dragon does come and eat them, well, then they can panic that point.
Okay. So let them know that Axamon is no more.
Yeah, they're no longer under that reign of terror.
Okay. And that they shouldn't be worried about anything and make no mention of the dragon.
No, I definitely wouldn't do that. No.
Okay. All right. I don't know what I'd do without you, Prerose. Thank you very much for your aid and you and everybody rescuing me. Gosh, you were wailing on Axamon.
Yeah, I got that. I got the business end of the axe there, and I put it in his back. And
Gosh.
golly, wasn't that something?
Well, I picked the right advisor. Thank you. Well,
You're
I guess we
welcome,
better.
man.
I guess we better go on out there, and so you and Saru start to uh, head out into that district with some of the other individuals that you all got to know in the safe room. Kind of a collective of people in high status, and as you both get to the stand or get to the area where you can make a speech, more and more people start to gather, and she begins to make her address, and she goes, "Can I have everybody's attention, please?" And not everybody is paying attention. Attention, please. Everybody's attention, please. And there's still some people that are kind of talking about.
Can I use since I have it now since we had a long rest? Can I use my daunting roar?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that.
So
I'm just
as you
gonna
do,
get everybody's attention.
as you roar, Saru is very used to this kind of back and forth with trying to get a large amount of people's attention. Everybody stops their conversation and looks over at Saru. Um, and she says, thank you, pre-rest for that. Sorry, everybody. Oh, well, thank you all for coming to this sudden meeting today. We understand a lot has happened, but I'd like to address uh, everybody here and be transparent about what has happened and unfolded these past several days. As she goes into conversation, Riftwood and Zagrin, both of y'all make perception rolls for me.
19. 19 for me.
Okay. Tyler, you notice in that crowd is Camarillo, and Riftwood, you notice in that crowd is Holyoke. And then Burton,
Yes.
you notice in the crowd there are some people who look like they're armed. They have like they you notice that there are swords and weaponry that are just around them, but they're not doing anything with them. But you just notice that this crowd looks to be weaponized after what's been going on.
Okay.
A couple of days ago, our necromancer, the five, there was some that were taken out and disposed of, and there's just this like silence of the people looking at her. JP Faulkner, the necromancer who greed and filled with selfishness met his demise. We disposed of Ebonith, Showman, and Axamon. You all are no longer under the reign of tyranny and sin. You, the people that I love so much, you are now, this is your kingdom. I wish to celebrate and thank you all for the hard work that you've done. And I look forward to many years of peace and prosperity. And as she says this, she's going to make a performance roll. There's a couple people that yell out amongst the crowd, and there's whispers. What do you mean killed? What? They're all killed? What'd you do, sir? Did you kill them? Why are they killed? Who's what? And then there's just like some people who were like kind of up in arms. It's
going
I,
to minor illusion my voice louder.
okay.
Actually, that was us. Hi.
The whole like several dozen townsfolk, some that you've gotten to know, some that you haven't, are all looking at the voice that's coming from that direction.
Oh, I bet some of you guys can't see me. I'm gonna like extendo leg myself like to stand
Yeah,
tall.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you managed to get up a good like 10 plus feet, like we'll say 10 feet up.
Yeah, that was us. We worked with this guy here that does the cart. He sells drinks. He's selling them right now. I bet if you tell him who your favorite person that died was, he'll give you a good deal.
Yeah, 2 silver. You tell me which one you hated the most.
Look at that. Cheap drinks, everything's already better. Huzzah!
Roll for performance or persuasion.
To 17 on persuasion.
Okay. It is this true, Saru? Are they the ones that have been disposing of the necromancers? Yeah. What's going? Did you do this? Did you hire people to do this? I.
No, she didn't do it. She didn't hire us. We did it of our own free will. I can't think of the word. We did it of our own free will. Don't need to thank us. We thought she would be the best one. Sucks if she's not.
So with that, you hear some people that are in the crowd saying, "Hell yeah, go Saru! Saru's awesome. She cares about the people." And Axelon didn't, and you hear a bit of a debate going on in the crowd. Well, I don't want to be fucking killed if I'm out of line.
You will.
So so in this crowd, you start to hear a bit more of like like a confrontation within the people. That it's a mix between people who are saying that Saru is the rightful leader, and there's relief. Like we should be thanking her. No, fuck you. I don't want to die. And there's people that are like panicked. They're in panic mode. So you get the feeling in this crowd that there is a combination of like protests, that there is peace and panic. That's the feeling that you get. That's the feeling that everybody gets in this crowd. And that is where we're going to end the night. And we're going to pick back up at that moment at our next session.
Oh yeah.